and just check in. And we're here. So thank y'all for being here. Make sure you follow me, Rosetta Empowers, Empowers. Rosetta, like Rosetta Stone, Ihimotep. Do speak the true Mejunetra. So it is what it is. If you know, you know. And I speak love, peace, and light over you. And I introduce my great sister, my number one, my soul, man. The blood couldn't make us any closer. I am so grateful for you. I'm grateful for your presence. Thank you for pulling up to the studio. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for being consistent. Thank you for being willing to grow. Thank you for being everything that you came here to be, turning the sister up, making sure that I stay in my earth energy while also ascending to my spiritual energy. Because of you, it makes me want to make certain that I do right every day.
Bless you.
So thank you. What's up? Tell the world who you are, BosQueen. How can they follow you? What's up?
Okay, it's your girl, BosQueen. You can follow me on Facebook, Ashley Harris. It looked like I have on a doctor's coat, and I have locks in my head from when I had locks. And on YouTube, you can follow me behind BosQueen 89. Boss is spelled BosQueen, BosQueen 89 on YouTube, and Corporate Bay on IG. Bay is spelled with a 3.
Corporate is spelled with a 3.
Oh, corporate is spelled with a 3.
The
last E on corporate is a 3_ BAE. So, yeah, you can follow me in those places.
So I got real quick because
What's going on?
I'm always curious and fascinated and intrigued by the choices that humans make.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you choose BosQueen? And I have a follow-up question about another tag name you have.
Okay.
What made you do just one S for BosQueen?
Because of the organization that I'm a part of.
Okay.
We're bosses and sisters. But BosQueen, because that's kind of like my almost masculine energy.
Why one S though?
Queen.
Why one S?
One S, because I don't need to.
Okay, I like it. This because I was just curious. I was like, what made you choose?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like I'm always observing.
You're fascinated by a lot of things.
I love to ask questions. You know, a lot of people think I talk, but I really don't talk a lot. Because I don't have a big circle.
Yeah.
And I like to stay within myself because a lot of people are not ready for my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, why did she choose just one S? So you said it's because you don't need to.
Yeah. No.
And I love that. And I actually love the authenticity of putting in BosQueen when I'm typing and tagging your name when we're dropping the different episodes and I'm dropping the clips and stuff. Shout out to our future social media manager, our future cutter. It's a brother I met not too long ago. I don't want to name him anything, but I am going to reach out to him because he actually cuts up clips and stuff like that. And I'm all about empowering my community and stuff like that. Our community. I say my community because you have people you're connected to that I'm not probably connected to. Right. So when I say my community, I'm thinking about the people that just directly connected to me.
Right.
But I would like to empower him to do some of those clips and those cuts. But long story short, when I tag BosQueen, because I'm doing the cuts and clips for the most part, I really appreciate typing one S. I just want you to know that.
Oh, wow.
It's so different. I'm so grateful you didn't fall into the masses and you being yourself. Extra, it just shows that you've always been who you are.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why I love her so much. Y'all think like, and when I say y'all, it's the people that may have experienced a version of her, but it's a lot of people that have never experienced her before and watching her. And it's a lot of people that experience you in this new version.
Right.
And likewise for me too. It's a lot of people that know me from when I was a little girl and then on up. Truth be told, we've always been this way.
Yeah.
I chose a different path. BosQueen chose a different path. But seeing you choose just BosQueen 89, it just speaks to your uniqueness. And I remember our interaction on the playground. We were like, you can do a split, I can do a split. And we were just so excited. And like the little slender kids that was with us at the playground, I don't know if you remember. But they weren't able to do the split for real.
They weren't.
And so we the chunky little girls on the...
And they still can.
And come to find out we really weren't the chunky. We really were shaped like what men love when you're an adult.
Right.
And it's crazy. We should talk about that. Okay, Jinx, this is my sister. Yes. Pops, Charles P. This should have been your daughter.
Come on, man.
But shout out to your father.
Shout out to JD Telly.
Yeah,
long live my father.
Shout out to him too.
Yes.
Because he was dope as well.
Yeah, right.
So, but I'm just saying, one of them should have been our daddies. Because they play too much. Yeah, I might be Zakin. You can go find out, Pops.
Girl, do you hear me?
But let's talk about that. That we weren't even planning on that, but I want to talk about that. Because the way we were shaped when we were 10 years old, you were 10 and I was 9. We was in 5th grade.
5th grade,
you were 11.
11 and you was coming into 10.
And I was 10. I was almost 10.
Was we in 11? I mean,
5th grade. We were in 5th grade.
Okay.
You came to the school in 4th grade, but we connected on the playground for the first time in 5th.
I came in the third half of the second half.
So did we connect in 4th grade or 5th grade? I thought it was 5th.
I think it was the 4th or 5th grade. Cause who class was you in 5th grade?
Oh, I don't remember. I had Miss Madley in 3rd grade.
I remember you had Miss Parker.
4th grade. Miss Shabazz in 4th grade.
Okay.
And Miss Shabazz.
Who was
5th grade?
It was Miss Parker, wasn't it?
It was Miss Parker.
It was her. She was so cool. Was she? No, that was Miss Jones or Miss Johnson.
So I took Miss Jones. I was next to Miss Pemberton class.
Okay. So I want to say it was around that time because I remember her being right there at the double doors.
Yes.
When we came in.
So it's so crazy. Y'all take time to really explore your childhood.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for you, Ashley.
I'm grateful
because I don't think about my childhood and I didn't start thinking about it until you came into my life.
Oh, wow.
For the last and final
Girl,
time.
Don't you make me
she ain't left since she came back.
So
we separated several times.
Yeah.
Ashley, if y'all know Ashley is her for real. She her on multiple levels.
Yeah.
And you see her in corporate world now. So she's Ashley.
Yes.
But Ashley's been Queen. I call her Queen Pen, you know. But I love that so many different people from different organizations respect you. And one of the things that I really appreciated was when you came to the playground, you didn't have a competition energy. You were so excited. I remember that moment, but you brought the moment back to my memory.
Yeah.
That I have so much that goes through my brain, sister.
Girl, galaxy, universe, mind,
I cannot truly convey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say people have a lot of thoughts, 60,000, 70,000 thoughts a day type stuff.
Right.
91,000 people have so many thoughts.
Not for you.
For me, my thoughts are so meticulous. Right. Yeah, absolutely. We natural queen. Y'all see this podcast spot? Me and my sister, she know it took me like a few days to create the podcast studio so we could come and start bringing these messages. I couldn't wait around for other studios, etc. So I found a space and created a space and made a space and changed my entire life structure just to make that space inhabitable. So if you have a bar stool table and you would like to sell it to us, give me a great price. I'm looking for one. Yes. I would love to purchase one so we can have a place to put in between us so we can really set up shop, because we got the bar stool energy, the bar energy, because at the bar you get to be your true self. Why? Because you usually on wine and spirits.
Right.
And that's where you can find people be their true self.
Yes.
So but anyway, that's side note. But back to you.
Yeah.
I love that you came with authenticity. I love that you pulled up. I love that you just was like, let's do this. And we played that game because it was field day, I feel like. It was a bigger day than normal.
It was. And if it wasn't, it was coming up.
I feel like we was paired in a group.
But we were, because you was with Miss Johnson.
It was springtime.
Yeah. It was about to be the end of school.
It was March.
Yes.
It was March 2000. No, it was March 1998. No, it was 2000. It was March 2000.
99.
I was 10 that year, 5th grade. I was about to be 11. I had turned 11 years.
Okay, so I was already 11. Right.
And I remember you were just so adorable. Your mom had your hair so cute. You were so adorable. I was like, she's so cute. And I just thought how just sweet you were. You was just so happy.
Thank you.
Like, if you know Ashley, and if you ever met her, you were so happy.
Sister.
You were so, and that's one of the reasons why I always remind you, if you are not feeling like you were that day on the playground, then you're not living the life that you truly came here to live. and you are so blessed. And sometimes people see our struggles that we go through, whether we choose it or it's brought upon us from choosing something else.
Yeah.
We think that that's our reality, but the truth is, who you were as a kid is your reality. And then, you know, this matrix
Don't make me cry. Look.
And that's fine, because people need to cry.
No, for real. They happy. They tears of joy, though. They tears of joy.
You got it, sister. The floor is yours. You can speak to what I was talking on or whatever, like, whatever comes to you. We know what the end game goal is, so whatever comes to you.
So, thank you for that. And
I love you, sister.
You've been a sister ever since that day. And I just thank you for being in my life, being consistent in my life. Even though we did go our separate ways, thank you for being consistent while we were separate. You know what I'm saying? Because you're someone to have forever, to cherish and to hold, take care of, protect. Oh, you're such a beautiful vessel. Oh my God. And you're an amazing person. And I'm grateful to have you in my life.
Thank you. Bless you.
If you know this, if you didn't know, this is a genius and we have to protect the geniuses. And this is the genius in our generation, in our era, in our part of the continent. So we have to protect her because she's a very valuable soul.
I wonder how many people in Chattanooga, the place where I come from, think of that.
They probably don't. So I'm gonna bring some awareness to it. And it's kind of like on the mental note.
What make you Because I'm so inquisitive.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of my genius. I like to ask questions.
You ask questions.
The truth is, we all can be genius. I think it's just
and we are.
It's all dependent upon how much you submit to your genius.
Yeah.
And I'm so obedient to my genius.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious. What make you like really know that? Like when you say
you're a genius?
Yeah. What make you know that I'm a genius that should be protected? Like we don't know who's gonna see this video.
Okay. So
like, what really make you say that?
What makes me say that she is a genius and how she's so different from everyone else is you could meet her one time and you have a problem and she solves it immediately, like faster than clockwork, like a clock.
You've been in rooms with us. Have people always listen to that? Like
they don't.
Could you just give me a synopsis of self, that what you've experienced? Because a lot of people probably are curious, like, how do we pair? Just considering our choices that we made in our journey, based off the choices we made, we don't mix on paper, so to speak. Yeah, we mix in spirit. That's very obvious. Right. But on paper, based off what we choose, we don't necessarily mix. So could you give the world a synopsis of like, why are you here? Like, why Rosetta? Out of all the people that you've been blessed with and attached to and healed and served and healed you and just serve you, and that reciprocity sometimes is not, out of all the things you experienced in your life force up until your age, like, why me? You know, like, why me?
For my journey.
If other people wanted to know, like, actually, why Rosetta? Why you choose Rosetta to start straightening up? Like, could you expound on that too? Because you were already getting there, but could you put that inside of that response?
Okay, that makes sense. If you're asking why Rosetta, why I get my life right now, or why I do right now, why not?
Yeah, like
after you've done wrong for so long, like, what else is there to do? I know the other side. This side is what needs to know me. So that's why Rosetta, that's why she's probably the only person that I hang around nowadays, due to certain mindsets. Like, once you figure out that you are not the smartest person in the room, you try to go find the rooms that are full of smart people. Like, I'm not gonna be around no people and they not going nowhere. That's why you don't see me with anyone. Like, this young lady is going somewhere and I'm not just around her for that. It's because she's showing me that I can go somewhere too.
Yeah, because I'm gonna take you around people that's smarter than me.
Yes.
Cause see, that's what she just said is how I live.
Yes.
That's law. Like, and when I say smarter than me, you have a different experience on this construct than me.
Yes.
I want to be around people who went through what I went through.
Right.
I had a really, really good life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know devils was around me until I was a teenager. I was 16. And once I found out, I rebelled.
Yes.
You better ask somebody.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. From 16 to 19, I was on a whole nother trip.
Mm-hmm.
It took me to turn 22 before I came back to my higher self. So all the way up to 16, I was in my higher self. And if you met me before 16, you know I'm not lying.
Yeah.
And I chose a different path because I experienced a truth where I found out that people were devils for real. I didn't know people were devils. Like, I could feel people's energy.
Right.
But the way I always looked at life from a little girl, everybody got their own journey.
Yeah.
So I didn't take people's struggles as a force of evil. But the people that I saw that was evil, I felt that. Like, I remember it was the person that used to keep me all the time, and I ain't like being around her. And I told my mom, and I told my mom, but right after I told my mom, she would make sure that another person was there that I trusted.
Right.
And I trusted him with my life.
Mm.
He was a lot of things, but he wasn't treacherous to children. I felt safe with him.
Right.
And if he wasn't there, I did not want to be there. And I conveyed that message.
Mm.
And I stood 10 toes. And I appreciate my mother for listening.
Yes.
Even though she was in her own journey.
Mm.
So when I saw people do the right thing, I didn't judge them for their struggle. It was the people that I knew was just pure evil.
Right.
That I was like,
I don't want to be alone with them.
No, I don't want to be alone with them. I want to talk to them.
Mm-mm.
And I appreciate my mother and father for stepping into a higher self. I truly feel that my mission on earth was so big that they were forced to be a higher version of themselves than what they ever been with any other human they encountered. Yeah. So my experience of my mother and my father and how they treated me is extremely different from every other human that experienced them. Right. And I get what my purpose on earth was. And like, just thinking about you, like in your purity and your level of joy, I remember your 10-year-old self, your 11-year-old self.
Right.
More than any other version.
Right.
And so all the other stuff in between, it didn't matter to me. And that's why I still pulled up. Yeah. That's why I still was like, you ready? Anyway, okay, I digress. I digress. You got it. Yeah, you got it.
That is why I am with Rosetta, to cap off what I was just talking about. And for what she said too, because you have to have some structure in your life, and finding out at a big age, like, it hurt, but it's easier to do because you have more knowledge of what to structure. Like, if you young and coming up, of course you're gonna mess up, but don't get conditioned in those phases of life is what I've learned. So,
your name on Instagram, remember I said I had two?
Yes, you had two questions.
Corporate Bae. Okay, because if y'all see me right now, my brain is in question mode. I'm in full blown.
She got questions for me.
I got questions for her. So if you're like, why she stopped that? Because y'all getting whatever y'all need. I got questions though that I need.
Yeah.
So you just happen to be witnessing that. It's not about you. If you want something to be about you, you better message us and tell us what you want to talk about.
Yes, because we said DM us.
Oh, we're going to talk about that. Our abilities to read people. Let's talk about our gifts. We got mental health and our gifts.
That was the second question?
No, it just popped up.
Oh, okay,
our gifts.
Yes, okay.
Your ability to see into the future, my ability to just read energy and pure vibration of people's souls. Like, let's talk about that. And mental health too. Okay. But before we get there, my last question for you was coming to that. Corporate Bae on Instagram. That's on Instagram and TikTok with the number 3.
I got it on there. Oh, I do.
And it's spelled the same way, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you have a number 3 in corporate.
Yes.
So Corporate Bae is corporate or corporate. Instead of an E on the end of corporate, it's a number 3 underscore Bae, BAE. That's spelled BAE. So that's Instagram and TikTok. What made you choose the 3 and what made you choose Corporate Bae? So I guess Corporate Bae first, because that's the full name, and then tell me why you chose the 3. What made us?
Okay, so Corporate Bae is when I guess you could say transition into a corporate world, and I wanted to switch up my name on the Instagram because it was something else before then. But the story behind the corporate part is, so I always wanted to be with Young Jeezy, and
he is so sweet.
I wanted to meet him too. I
16
will.
years old.
I will.
Jeez, if you remember me, that's when you had the lime green drop top.
Was it for Robbie?
And I actually worked for the person who one of his best friends sold you the car. So that was super cool too. I worked at a restaurant, and my manager at the time, he had a buddy that he used to golf with. No, it's Shaq. I was 16.
Yeah, I said
my first job.
We was in Tennessee.
I mean, Chat. We were in Chat, Tennessee.
Okay, yeah.
So he was my manager at the time, and he had a friend, a bestie that he used to golf with and just go kick it with. And my manager, his name was Robert. I won't say his last name, but his name was Robert. And he had such a, he used to speak very politically correct. So Robert had some knowledge, and I'm going to go find him. But he told me about a golf buddy he had with Dude, and that person that he was connected to sold the car to Young Jeezy. Well, he didn't know that in a couple months after that, no more than 6 weeks, it was 5 weeks. It could have been 4 weeks later after me starting that job.
At their work.
That I actually met Young Jeezy in that lime green car. That was his first time putting it in public. For real. It was at a car show in Atlanta. And that was such a dope experience. And I actually, if I'm not mistaken, I told him that. But I was 16. I was looking so crazy. And it was such a beautiful experience. But he's a really good guy. So go back to what you were saying. Corporate value.
Yes.
Young Jeezy.
It was a concert that he had in Chattanooga at the Memorial Auditorium, and I was just I wasn't obsessed with him, but I was really wanting to get in the rap game.
You still want to meet him?
Of course.
Jeezy, come talk to us, because I got a picture with me. I'm gonna post the picture. I
had a letter I wanted to
come talk to my girl.
He came to the Memorial Auditorium, and this one everybody was wearing Forex t-shirts, so I had on a Forex blue t-shirt, and I was just real down with the gang or whatever, the corporate thug and entertainment gang. And I had a letter for him, but I couldn't get to the front of the stage. It was so much going on in that auditorium.
How old were you? What year
I was probably 14. It probably was 2004. And I was with some people I used to hang with.
So just imagine if you was tapped in with me in 2006, you would have been there with me to meet him.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would have been first lady to corporate thug entertainment, because corporate entertainment, they never got a first lady to their label, and he still doesn't. So holla at me, Jeezy. Rep game tight. But yeah, but that's where corporate came from in the Bay. That was just something to spice it up, because I like having a little spice in my life, and that's in the three. The three, I would say, it's a deeper meaning behind the three, but the E has 3 lines on it, so I was like, well, this looks like an E, so let me do the 3. But it's a way deeper meaning on the 3 that I don't really want to dive into today.
Well, we can dive in, because I'll dive in for you.
Okay.
To balance the 3, because I'm
a numbers person. About. Gotcha.
Yeah, I study numerology.
Okay.
So I actually understand what 0 to 9 is. 0 is nothingness.
Yeah.
So 3 is the master teacher. I got you. So actually, it's all in alignment, because my phone number adds up to 3. 30, and then it breaks. You drop it down to a single digit. But the true digital system is a 1 system number, and all the sequences goes from 0 to 9. 0 is nothing. It's 1 is the beginning. 9 is the end of the beginning. It's like the snake constantly biting the tail.
Yes.
It's a loop. If you think about a spiral, the snake can go up too, though. So if you even think about how a snake moves, it moves like a spiral, but you got to see it on a level of a different dimension. So we see 2D and 3D. You got to learn to see 4D, 5D, 6D. Yeah. And when you think about a snake being flat on the ground, if you raise the snake up, you'll see that the snake actually spirals.
Go up.
So 1 through 9, the snake is not biting its tail until it goes through the spiral. But a lot of people living on loop, so they constantly biting their tail every day. But you should be spiraling up, and you bite the tail at the end of your journey. That's when you call yourself exiting this physical body. That's a whole nother level. But the number 3, my number ends to 3, and I had a person that asked me, what does the number 3 mean to you? And I said, And he was like, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think too deep. Just what comes to you when you think about 3. I said 3 is the master teacher number. So 3 is the master teacher number. If you know anything about Jesus the Christ, Jesus, if you think about his true name, whatever that energy is, the whole point of Jesus is understanding your vertebrae. You have 33 vertebrae in your spine. And every one of those vertebrae cross past a major organ. And those organs equal out to a chakra system. And so your energy centers. So you have 7 major organs that your chakras raise from your tailbone up into your the end of your spinal bone before it goes into your brain structure. So your spinal cord stops up here, right here, and then it goes into your brain structure. Number 3 is master teacher of, and my response to him was, I enjoy being surrounded by master teachers. And he said, well, you a master teacher, crowning your essence. That's what he told me. He's like, crowning your essence, you're a master teacher too. And I said, that's great, but I always aspire to be around other master teachers because while I can crown your essence, there are other things that I can learn.
Right.
So hearing you say the 3 in corporate Bay and just how you connect with Cheesy, like it's like a different level of existence for me, but it's a very powerful existence in a human form because is it a coincidence that I got to take a picture with him 2 years later?
No.
Right? Is it a coincidence that that's the person that we still respect to this day, even though we haven't listened to his music for real or really tapped in? But I do appreciate him coming into his business sense, the entrepreneurship, understanding. Congratulations, that brother. Yeah, like that's one. Like if I connect with him, it'll be solely on the purposes of the fact that he rose his energy up vibration, enough to understand entrepreneurship. That he himself is the element. Like we are the currency, and when you understand you are the currency, and how do you multiply your currency in multiple ways? Your gifts, your abilities, like it's dope to see you name yourself Corporate Bay.
Thank you.
And I guess that leads us into it because we're talking about a brother. We're talking about a brother that's in his entrepreneurship. He know thyself in the regards of how to play that part of the game because it is chess. It's different entities out here running certain ships. And whatever paradigm you choose to vibrate on is the paradigm you will experience. There's some people that's stuck on drugs right now that's killing them. Or some people stuck on drugs and it may not be killing them. Some people stuck on a loop and they doing the same thing every single day. I cannot do
the same thing
every single day. I cannot, like, I gotta have an adventure. Sister, what I tell you? Do you want to what I ask you all the time?
Do you want an adventure?
Do you want an adventure today? Like, I can go hibernate for 2 or 3 days, 4 or 5.
But she's so mindful to ask me before we do anything. She always considerate and asks versus people that do stuff and don't ask you, that'll come take you to Atlanta. You said, I was just going to go to the store. I wasn't trying to go to Atlanta.
I had a person tell me they just wanted to go to an event, but the whole time they really wanted to hire me to do some services for them and help them unravel the stuff that was going through. But they paid me for an event type level experience. They didn't pay me for Rosetta About to Crown Your Essence experience. And listen, I would do everything for free if we didn't have to have currency.
Right.
Of the physical dollar, the US, Chinese, Japanese, Mexican dollar. Like we have all these different dollars and these different forms of trade that's beyond the human or beneath the human. Let me say it's beneath the human, it's not beyond.
Yes.
If we didn't have to do trade beneath the human, such as dollars,
because they say
currency, I would do everything in exchange for your loyalty, love, your kindness. Like it'd be if you take care of me, I'm gonna take care of you.
Right.
So I would have been okay with going to Atlanta with them.
Of course.
To do an experiment with them, whatever it would have been, had they would have been real enough to say, like, this is what I just need your energy.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I need you need a ride or you want me you know I'm headed down that direction, so you cool with investing in making sure you jump in. I'm not that type of chauffeur.
Right.
It gotta be mutual.
Right.
If I'm gonna take you with me and cause I like driving, I'm up, I'm energized. If it's gonna but I'm not anymore. I'm getting to a point where now I wanna ride. Once you get to a certain level, you realize the power of riding.
She needs to be driven.
Yes, so I look for drivers when I go places, and I could jump on Uber or Lyft, but I really like to look for people. So once I meet that person, if they great coming from the airports, I use them the whole time I'm there.
Yeah,
I go ahead and run the schedule by them.
Right.
On my way from the
From
the airport to the hotel or to the
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb or to the space I'm going to, I run it by them. Hey, this is my schedule for the next 3 days. And I give it to them discreetly. I don't tell them like where I'm going. Because some people be psychos, but I won't speak if I know it's a psycho.
Correct.
That's what it means.
You'll feel the energy.
So with that being said, yeah, thank you for calling it out because I am particular.
I'm
very meticulous. And that's the genius maybe that you protect.
Yeah.
That the fact that I do things that a computer would do.
Now look, I'm gonna say this and I'm
jump in. Go on, jump in, sister.
She's the most mindful person I've ever met. She carries a canteen that she doesn't put her mouth on.
I love that you use that.
She literally, if it's a famine, she's able to give you some water from her canteen because she doesn't put her mouth on it at all. And I witnessed this. And that is just so mindful and considerate of a person on planet Earth. Like she's the only one. If it is someone out there that does that, record them. Let me see it and let it be on the slide. Like they don't know you recording. But I know for sure that this woman is a mindful woman and she's very considerate of everything she does. And I just had to say that.
Thank you. And also, I want to add to that because I know you probably heard us say this before. But I'm going to add to it just to even expand it so you can see that not only I consider other people, but I consider myself. I might eat some food and I really don't want to drink from it if I just ate like some salmon or... Because I eat a lot of seafoods. I eat a lot of different exotic foods, like natural foods. I try my best to eat whole foods. I try my best to eat foods that I know you got from the local farmer. And the local farmer was out there tilling that farm. Like, I really am very, like, serious about that. So I don't want to mix the different things I'm doing myself, right? Like I don't want to brush my teeth and then go when I finally break my fast, I go and eat something, and then I'm eating maybe some salmon. I really don't want to drink from my cup and put that into that water because that water is pure.
Right.
So not only am I thinking about other people, I'm thinking about myself. Like I can drink from it now, but in 10 seconds, I don't need it to be contaminated. I need it to be pure like it was earlier in the day.
I drink.
And I add sometimes Himalayan sea salt because truly if a person is dehydrated, I have considered that maybe they need some sea salt in there. And so I try to get the best salts. So if I do share it with someone who does a waterfall, that they'll get the hydration because we know when you go to get an IV, it's saline and saline has some type of level of salt in it. So I'm really I'm so selfish that I'm selfless. I care about myself so much that it forces me to care about you. So if people wonder, like, why are you so kind to me? Because I'm kind to myself. It really has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. And that's what I want other people to get to. I want you to, like, and that's what you've done. You got to the point where you understand this ain't got nothing to do with Rosetta. Me being at peace within myself has nothing to do with Rosetta. But because Rosetta lives with peace within herself, she understands that other people around her got to be at peace with themselves.
And by being at peace with yourself, you have peace in your home so that you infect people with love when you come out of your home. I just learned that. And that is so. I didn't just learn that, but
it was for you. That's you were reminded.
Yes,
it came back to your awareness because our beings is of all knowing source.
Yes,
the energy that grew our feet that's in you. It's just we need certain experiences to wake that vibration up.
Right,
and so you keep experiencing me. My goal is that I'm so free with myself that you have no choice to be free with your own. And I want you to be free with yourself because if we both free with ourselves, so don't be hard on yourself. No, you're not learning, you are remembering. And a good brother told me that I'm remembering who I am. And that's all we're doing. Like, I'm remembering that little girl that was 6 years old or 8 year olds and put people in a position to say I could blow up the world. So I don't know what energy was put over me to try to dim my light and tone me down. And it was not being loved by little boys. Like the same little boys that talked about my weight. When I was a little girl, they have all been in my DMs. They've been in my emails. They've been in my... got my number for somebody. They flagged me down in public. I've been watching you. And it's sad because our little boys are fed energy of this is what the woman should be like that makes you the best
Right.
man. But the truth is, it's what your soul attracted to.
Right.
And your soul is it righteous. Because you should
Mm-hmm.
be attracted to your blood. You should be attracted to people that came from your same lineage.
Right.
And this energy and construct that we live in on this planet, it's a lot of humans out here sleeping with their family members.
And don't know it.
No, they
because
do know it. The people that's in control of this realm,
They know.
they purposely keep their bloodlines intact. They keep their bloodlines intact. Purposely put the cousins together so it won't be another last name brought into the space. All for the sake of so-called power. Because if you know you cousins
Yeah.
and you part of this person, that person, you're more likely to stay in a line. And that's not, it's false.
It's so sick.
It's sick. It's twisted.
Oh.
And so that energy though is over this realm because
Yeah.
they run the realm. Those who run the realm, we're living under their mental construct. This is their reality. I wouldn't choose to pay a bill for something that I get freely. It used to be apple trees and berries outside when I would run with my shoes off when I was 6 years old and crossing over the ditch and a little creek of water, and I'm crossing over to the field of trees and I'm grabbing fruits and vegetables and berries off the bushes. And it was natural. You all have constantly broken down planet Earth because you are unnaturally thinking. You think that if you keep the bloodline going, the timeline will grow. But the truth is, you keeping the timeline slow
From not growing. Yeah, it's not gonna grow.
and then you literally have slowed it down so much just so you can feel good.
That's sick.
It's weird. It feel good in a way that is unnatural. And then it's not natural to want to be with your relative. It's not natural to want to sleep with a
We're not
person
reptiles
that's
and
not,
dogs of biology.
and even if you are a reptile, I can teach you how to be a better soul. You don't got to be a person of a Gentile spirit. You can be actually gentle. You don't got to be Gentile. You can be gentle. And it's a way to do it. It's called choice. Does this individual have the level of knowledge that I have?
Right. Or more.
Or more? Can they really choose? I talked to a young lady last week, and she was just like, "You so dope." It was my daughter, and she was just like, "Mom, you so dope." We had a very deep conversation, and I found out she knew things that I didn't know she knew.
Right.
And I still told her, I was like, even with you knowing that, it's still certain things that you haven't went through that I've been through. I said, but when you get to a certain level of experience and your wisdom, I promise you we'll be best friends.
Right.
But right now I'm still your guide. I'm still your mother.
So
I can't be your bestie yet because there's still some trials and errors that you need to go through.
Yes.
Like we all need to go through the trial and error of our human design. But once you know better,
you do better.